Hi, ladies and gentlemen joining us tonight. We're really thankful to have you for one of our Mompreneur Zooms. And this is a really fun conversation that you're going to get to be a part of. And we want you to feel like you're in our living room with us and enjoying a cup of tea and a great conversation about how three women, and we have differences among us, but we also have in common that incredible bond of motherhood. And motherhood does change you. We're all so thankful that the opportunity to up-level our health, our finances, and our purpose in life came to us either before motherhood or early in motherhood. So you're going to hear some unique things. I'm going to get started by introducing myself. My name is Ellen Graham. I'm a mompreneur in Denver, Colorado. I'm a mom of two boys. They are 10 and 13 years old. I am proud to say that my boys have grown up on Juice Plus products. If you have not heard about Juice Plus tonight, we're going to fill you in a little bit. We're going to share more with you the revolution, the transformation piece that occurred in our lives. And you're going to love hearing from Erica Frericks and Jenna Platt. They are awesome women that I have been working with for years. And when I posted this on social media, I said, these women are friends and allies on a mission together. And that is so the truth. We want to get out there on the ground with other parents, help families live healthier, help you up-level your finances, help you up-level your purpose in life. Maybe you're that person that's like, hey, it's like health is okay, finances are okay. Man, deep down, I really wish I did something that mattered. Well, let me tell you, you have landed in a place where what we are doing matters so much. So that being said, we're going to go to Fremont, Michigan, to Erica Frericks, mom of three, wife of a cop. This is a tough, hard-working lady. But Erica, tell our listeners about the Juice Plus product. Like, why did it make sense to you? Why did you say yes? Where was your family? Where were you in life when that happened?
I would love that. Thank you, Ellen. So we have been on the Juice Plus journey for about 7 years now. I was actually pregnant with my first child when I heard about Juice Plus. Had a friend, just kept reaching out to me, and honestly, it just sounded like something for old people. And I was like, I don't know what this Juice Plus stuff is, but my husband came home from a yearly physical and the numbers were not good. We were in our mid-20s. And so I felt like we looked healthy. We seemed healthy from the outside, but obviously the lab work said otherwise. And so finally my friend invited me again to another event. And probably some of you are here and listening to this thinking the same thing, like maybe if I just listen to one of these things, this lady will stop inviting me. But I'm so glad that she kept inviting me because I showed up, and you know what? It was simple. Fruits and vegetables, literally in a capsule, guys. Can't see that super well. Here's the catch for me. I have a husband who can't swallow capsules. They make them in a chewable form. It was like, genius. So, you know what? The information made sense. Fruits, vegetables, berries in a capsule or a chewable form. I had a husband who was a super picky eater, and these were really tasty. And so I signed up right away, got our orders coming, and we have been taking it ever since. And so, it doesn't get more simple than fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And that's really why we said yes. I knew we needed to get more in, and it's done great things for our health. It's helped reduce my husband's cholesterol, which was an issue. And he's now eating all sorts of vegetables and fruit that he wouldn't even touch before. And we have these three beautiful kids, like Ellen mentioned. We have a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old. And they're probably some of the healthiest kids I know. We've never had an ear infection. I think we've been to the doctor between all three kids one time for an illness. These kids are they're healthy, but they wake up every morning and literally run to get the Juice Plus. And then sometimes they try to coax whoever else is around the house numerous times during the day that they haven't had it, so they can get some extra. So just super simple, guys. Those are not the only products. A couple years ago, we also introduced a plant-based omega. And this has been amazing. Primarily, I've noticed it for me, just dealing with the mommy brain that you just accept after you have children, and did some homework because I started taking these little capsules, and in like 2 weeks, all of a sudden my mommy brain, I felt like really was gone, guys. And so started researching and just learning that omegas are super important in your brain health. And when you are pregnant, your body actually sends your reserves down to help create the baby's brain. And so when you have 3 babies in 5 years, you get a little depleted. And I am not somebody who eats a lot of the types of foods that these can be found in. So lifesaver. I'm actually going to pass this over to Miss Jenna, who's going to talk about my other favorite product that we have.
Awesome. Thanks, Erica. So my name's Jenna Platt. I'm also a mom. I have 4 boys, almost 9, 5, and then twins who are 2. And so Juice Plus has been in our lives for about 12 years now. I took it when I was pregnant, and I initially started taking it because back when we first heard about it, my husband wouldn't touch anything green. So this I knew was a no-brainer. It was just quick and simple, fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And my family relies on it every day. I call it our insurance policy. But we also have another product that Erica was alluding to, and it's called our Juice Plus Complete Shake. And it's just another great way to sneak in some fruits and vegetables disguised as delicious chocolate and vanilla. And so my kids eat that every day. We have a great program around it if you're just looking to kind of shred and get healthier and take out some of the processed stuff and kind of kickstart a journey to great health. We use our complete shakes along with the Juice Plus capsules or chewables. And it's just kind of a great way to jumpstart your health journey and something that you're going to continue. So we can talk a little bit more about that perhaps later, but Juice Plus has been something that has been key to my life as a mom, a busy mom. It just makes me feel better when we have those days where kids are going to eat like kids, and you know how that goes. And even we try to do the best we can. And some days it's just not that easy. So it's kind of a nice way to be able to bridge the gap between what we're eating and what we should be eating. So.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for sharing your perspectives on that. It just takes me right back to being that young first-time mom, just had a baby, fat and exhausted. Can anybody relate? And getting those capsules in my body was such a game changer. And I loved the shakes when I was breastfeeding because, I could just eat like a linebacker, and trying to just consistently be eating nutritious calories versus just eating a lot of like filling carbohydrates that don't really have a nutritional content, simple carbs, stuff like chips and all of that. So, I just love our products. And as you can see, it's just a simple way for people to really up-level their health in a convenient way. It takes a lot of work to have a healthy lifestyle. You got to go to the gym, you got to shop, you got to cook, you got to do all that stuff right. You got to manage your stress, you got to make sure you stay hydrated, keep hydrated. So I love Juice Plus because it fits right into that puzzle, but it's like the corner piece. Like, you know exactly where it goes, and it's so simple. You don't have to think about it. So, just kind of going into that, I think for all of us, and maybe, Jenna and Erica, you want to share your perspective of this. It was such a no-brainer to share Juice Plus. When I had more energy in 2 weeks, I think I just now did what women do, which is I started telling people about it. Hold on a second. Bart, be quiet. Sorry, you guys, my dog's barking, of course. But I started sharing it with people, and I said to my friend who introduced me to Juice Plus, she had given me some CDs about it. I said, so is this kind of like being the Mary Kay lady with fruit and vegetable capsules? And she's like, yeah. So Erica, let me quiet my dog down. You share your perspective on why it was, well, it wasn't a no-brainer for you to start sharing it. That your experience is very different than mine. So tell me where you started.
Definitely, I will share that. So about 3 years into taking the product, I decided I wanted to buy some tower gardens. I'm actually going to unplug from my thing in case some of you guys have never seen this. The lights are still on so you can experience this a little. So this is my tower garden. I actually have 3 of these because we're crazy and we eat a lot of produce. But we're going to be moving soon, and so we only have 1 up and running at the moment. But so 4 years ago, when I started thinking I wanted to get some towers, my friend finally was like, that's it, I'm cutting the cord on you. You're not buying any more products from me. You're not sending any more of your friends to order from me. You're just going to join me in this mission. And really, I was still not sold, but she said, you're going to earn more money back on your tower garden purchase than the $50 a year it costs to be a distributor. And that was like, ding, ding, ding. Okay, that's kind of a no-brainer, that part. So, you know what? God is so good, and he is so much smarter than we are, because right after I signed up to be a distributor, I found out I was pregnant with my 3rd child shortly thereafter. And we started really taking a look at, as a hairdresser, what does that look like putting 3 young children into childcare? And it was going to eat up the bulk of my paycheck. And so, I was like looking at like, how in the world do I do this? I'm not going to be able to return back to work. And so it was like this opportunity was kind of just planted. And we had had great results. We were sharing with people anyways. But you know what? I will be totally honest. All I wanted to do was cover my family's product costs every month. And because this is a no-brainer, okay, everybody gets fruits and vegetables. Everybody knows they need them. We have a health epidemic, not just in our elderly, not just in our middle-aged people. In our children, we have kids who are literally suffering from old people diseases. That's just not acceptable. But a lot of it's just their diet. So who do you know with a picky kid that doesn't want to eat their vegetables? Pretty much every kid I know, minus mine, they eat a lot of vegetables. It's kind of weird, but that's part of the science behind how this works. Your body craves what you feed it. So feed it McDonald's every 3 days and you're going to want a lot of McDonald's. Feed it fruits and vegetables and miracle happens. Pretty soon your kid wants carrot sticks instead of French fries. So anyhow, it's not hard to do. You do have to open your mouth and just share it. But quite quickly for me, I went from just covering my family's product to making $300 extra. And that was like, that's kind of fun money, right? $300 is like, I can eat out a couple more times with my husband, buy a couple new outfits, whatever. Then I got to the $500 a month mark and I thought, that's when the light bulb went off. It was like, I can do this. Like, I could replace my income so easily if I really wanted to. And so that's kind of where the spark for me happened. That did not take long for me. And I have never in my life, and I've done a lot of jobs, I get bored easily. I have never had a job where I felt more passionate about the work I was doing. Like I was a part of a community that wasn't constantly trying to, like steal clients from me or push me down so that they could climb up a little bit higher. I've just never been supported like I have been supported in this business. So it wasn't necessarily a no-brainer, but it easily led right into that. So yeah, I'm certainly grateful.
Erica, I think you and I are the same though, even though I jumped right into sharing it right away. That $500 a month mark was kind of a place that took me to having a little bit more vision for this. What about for you, Jenna?
Yeah, so I came from corporate America, and I started my Juice Plus journey like right when I got my dream job. And so I knew I was able to kind of weave it into moments that made sense. And when my first son was born, I just knew that I didn't want to be working to build somebody else's goals and dreams. I had, you know, my kids' goals and dreams and to consider now. And so it was a huge thing for me to be able to stay at home with them, you know, to choose mom care over daycare. It was just like, it was a big option that I didn't think that I was going to have. And so for me, it was, you know, what I needed at the time. And, you know, it's kind of just like, you know, we're going to share a good book or share a good movie. I knew that I was going to share this with everybody anyway. So it kind of just really made sense to me to start it at the same time that I started the product, because really there's nothing to lose. There's no like have to's or quotas or minimums. I was concerned about having enough time to do it while, you know, I was, you know, ending, you know, my career in corporate America and transitioning over to home and having kids. And now we have 4 boys and it's just like totally bonkers over here. And so I was concerned about having the right amount of time. I was concerned about being a salesperson. I'm not that kind of, you know, I didn't want to have to like think that I'd be a salesperson per se, but what I found was it was just in, you know, it comes up easily in conversation often. For instance, my kids are always sick, or I could use some extra money. We haven't been on vacation in a while, stuff like that. It's just kind of an easy transition into, you know, conversation. Everybody's looking for a tool right now to help improve their family's health. And so, I found that it was so much easier to do while I was busy because I was actually out there talking to more people, having more conversations, meeting more moms. And so, you know, that was a concern of mine that I was able to realize right away wasn't really going to be a concern. It was actually going to be the thing that kind of, you know, got me revved up and got the ball rolling. So
I love that you said that, and Jenna, how this really transitioned through a lot of different phases of life for you.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that the Juice Plus vehicle does so well, because health is a lifelong pursuit. Juice Plus is a product, womb to tomb. Let's be honest, most people out there could improve their finances and even be, you know, more prepared for the future. Maybe it's things like family vacations that you haven't been able to take. Maybe it's, you know, looming bubbles of student debt. Maybe it's a desire that when your kids go to college, they're not going to rack up a bunch of debt. Maybe this becomes a vehicle that you can help them go and pursue, you know, their dreams. That being said, I think even above and beyond the financial piece, for me, because I replaced my career income years ago with my Juice Plus income. So even though I went through a divorce, I didn't have to go back to corporate America. And I'm really thankful for that, because what it's given me is time freedom, and time freedom really gives us the ability to live our values out loud. I'm there for my kids. I'm there every day after school. I'm involved in a lot of different pursuits where I really get to lean into the values that matter most to me, which is, you know, usually God, family, community, right? So you're usually finding me with my kids or at church or at the school. And I mean, I'm the kind of woman too where I like to have lunch with a girlfriend. I like to go to yoga. I like to hike, and this allows me to do that. You know, I can get up in the summertime and I can do my Juice Plus, you know, calls and things that I need to do in the morning. And by the time the kids have had breakfast and a cartoon, I'm done and we can go enjoy the day, whatever that looks like for us. So as you're watching this, you might really think about, what would that time freedom look like to me? And I mean, remember, it took me years and significant work and consistency to build to that place. Erica and Jenna are also on that journey as well, and they're doing a terrific service to their communities as they're building their businesses that just keep giving them more financial capability, and with that comes more time freedom. So think about you know, what that could do for you. And I'm going to tell you really quick why it works. You know, when you have a consumable product, people get hooked on Juice Plus. I have customers that I've had for literally since they started almost 13 years ago. So you begin to, build a customer base. You can build a team here of people. You can essentially help other franchisees launch, and you are able to earn off all of those franchises. So, you can build this over time at whatever pace you want. But it works because there's a consumable product that people fall in love with, don't want to live without. And like you've just heard tonight, they go out and they naturally tell their friends about it. So that's why it works. And I think it's why we stand out from anything else in the network marketing industry out there. It's not like, oh, you're here this year and you're making $10,000, $20,000 a month, but next year the company's under. Juice Plus is a 25-year-old product that we've had in the marketplace for 25 years. It's the most medically researched nutraceutical on the planet. We're with a 49-year-old company that's privately held and debt-free. So there's something you can hitch your wagon to that's got significant stability. And that's another key piece of why it works, is it's stable and lasting. That's why for me, especially as a single mom, nobody else is going to take care of me. And I have a lot of responsibilities. That can feel scary at times. Definitely scary and overwhelming, right? I feel like I hitched my wagon to something so stable, so smart. It's been a lot of fun for me. It's been a lot of challenge and a lot of personal growth. So, if you are, I want to check our time tonight, but and I want to have Erica and Jenna share some closing thoughts with you guys, whatever they want to share. But if you're thinking about, maybe jumping into this, maybe you have signed up as a Juice Plus distributor and you haven't really done anything with it yet. That is so normal. You know what? I think the beauty of this is you get to do it at your own pace. I have seen literally hundreds of people over my career here that maybe they didn't do anything with this for the first year or two. Maybe they were like Erica, they were a customer a long time, didn't really understand the opportunity that was there. But when the time was right, oh my gosh, these women are setting the world on fire. And, but I'll tell you, before they give you your closing thoughts, I would say all of us, we're ordinary people who have really found an extraordinary niche in life with this. And I believe there's a longing in all of us for that, right? There's a longing to do something that matters. There's a longing to belong. There's a longing in us. I always say when I was a little girl, I dressed up and pretended I was a rock star or whatever. There's that longing to do something extraordinary, right? And I think so often the difficulties of this world kind of beat that out of us. And I invite you tonight to let that part of you come alive again in this community. So Erica, Jenna, what do you guys want to add as closing thoughts?
I feel like every day I get to do this business, it becomes more of a reality to me. I think it just was like a fun little thing for a long time for me. And then, then I got to put my kids in private school, which we could have never afforded before. And I have had travel opportunities that I didn't even like to travel before. I mean, honestly, because I'd never been anywhere cool. And now I've been so many cool places that I get home from my trip and I just cannot wait to get out on the next trip. What can I see? What weird food can Ellen Graham get me to eat? Like that's so exciting to me now. And that's not afforded in most jobs. I don't know. I mean, when I talk to people, and I talk to people every day, because I'm so excited about what I do. I got asked yesterday to fill in because somebody's grandma passed away and that person was supposed to come give manicures to a bunch of secretaries. Okay. I'm like, I look at my calendar. I'm like, it's Wednesday. I don't work today. I can do it. And I was like, what a great opportunity to meet a bunch of women and chat with them. These ladies were like, you have the coolest job ever. you can work when you want, where you want. You get to travel, which is great. You know, it sounds so fun, and that's really this opportunity. It doesn't feel like a job to me. I've never had a job that was this fun or flexible, or that, you know, I didn't have some cap on how much money I could make because I could only fit so many appointments in my day. I love what it's afforded me. And I think it's time to stop playing so small and thinking that whatever you're stuck in right now is all there is. Because I think we've all been there. Like, no, this is it. This is what the world has for me. And I'm here saying, dream a little bit bigger, because I have to keep telling myself every day, girl, you better dream up something a little bit bigger, because that one's not big enough anymore, you know? So that's what I want to leave you guys with. It's been such a joy to share with you, and I'll pass it over to Miss Jenna and see what she has to say.
Yeah. Thanks, Erica. I totally agree. I feel like this business and this opportunity has given me the ability to do more and be more and help more and give more. You know, I feel really lucky that it came into my life when it did. And, you know, I know it can seem kind of like daunting and scary, but I don't know if anyone's mentioned this before, but it's $50. You know, like, it's practically free to be able to have the right to share this and to be able to grow a business that, you know, this sky is really the limit. And I will say that the community of people here is outstanding. It's like something that you've never really experienced. People are there to kind of like lift you up instead of, you know, push you back down. We're all there to help each other and do this together and lock arms. And it really is true. And it's just given me the ability to be at home, you know, to have that little bit more financial freedom, and it's growing every day. And it's all up to you. You know, you have the ability to choose what you want to do, how much effort you want to put in. You know, this opportunity, they could sell Juice Plus probably on the store shelves, but they give us the opportunity to sell it to help us build our dreams and meet our goals. And, you know, that's kind of the mission of the company, and the people who founded it. And so it really is extraordinary. You know, I definitely encourage you to learn more. If you're on here and you're hearing about this for the first time, you know, talk to the person who invited you to the call, because it really is something that you can take and you can make your own and you can weave it into your life. And it's remarkable.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I love what you both said. And I mean, it is super cool to lock arms with women like this and watch them and how they change and how they think, how they talk, how they live their lives. I mean, I've watched both of them just bloom and thrive and grow. I mean, when Erica's like, quit playing small, hello, you know, that's who else is saying that to you in your life? And when Jenna says, hey, our company could go sell this on the shelves, she's absolutely right. This is an amazing, amazing vehicle, such a fun mission to be on. And Jenna's absolutely right. For $50 a year, you get a license to chair. And that is a powerful, powerful thing. This is life-giving nutrition. Okay, $500 a month is very achievable very quickly. When so many people in this country went through the housing crisis 10 years ago, $500 a month would have avoided 70% of the foreclosures that were experienced. So, you know, stop even thinking about yourself, thinking about, well, oh my gosh, who do I know that needs to hear about this? Get off this call, thank the person that invited you, start texting some friends and get involved in this mission, because you are absolutely in the right place at the right time. Thank you everyone so much who joined us tonight. We are super, super grateful for each and every one of you. And we just look forward to all the big things we're going to do together in 2019. Take care and have a great night.